Всем привет, народ! Меня зовут Евгений, и начинаем проходить Бэтмена. Это последний проект с озвучкой не только в Тейлах, но и в принципе в этом году. После этого, как я говорил в одном из прошлых видео, озвучки не будет. Я так подумал, что мало того, что с озвучкой у меня что попало получается, так еще я в принципе не хочу терять атмосферу игры. Так, сейчас я гляну. Так, цвет надо настроить. Хули тут думать, естественно, фиолетовый. Тут как будто еще какие-то есть цвета. Ладно, поехали. Так, выберите, как начать историю. Ну, продолжить. Интересно, он импортирует вообще оттуда или нет? Воссоздать? Ну, ладно, хрен с ним, давай. Странно, что он запись предыдущей игры не подцепил. Кого вы спасли, когда напали дети Архама? Я спас Харви, это я помню. А, вот, если бы я спас Селину, то Харви обожгли бы лицо. Вы провели ночь с Селиной. Да. Когда на Готэм напали, кого вы преследовали? Я преследовал пингвишку, по-моему. Да, я его там херачил, еще помню. Когда Джокер поднял бомбу в лечебнице Архам, как вы отреагировали? Нет, я точно за телефон ломанулся. Кого вы... А, вы... Блядь, даже прочитать не могу. Вы были обязаны Джокеру. Да, я обещал, что я ему должен буду. Как вы расстались с Селиной и Кайл? Как друзья, как враги. Вы донесли до Селины, как низко ее оцените, и расстались с ней врагами. Вы поддерживали Селину, чего мне не требовали. Она же ответила вам дружбы. Но, по-моему, я от нее как раз ничего и не требовал. Наверное, как друзья. Когда леди Арkham угрожала Альфреду, вы раскрыли свою личность, чтобы защитить. Нет, я не открывал. Так, сейчас сразу гляну, пишет, не пишет? Пишет. На конференцию я пришел в роли Уэйна. Так, департамент я еще проигнорил, потому что нахуя нам департамент, у нас есть Бэтмен, поэтому я, по-моему, сказал отстроить лечебницу. Ну да, привязываем. Загадка. Тут, наверное, походу загадочник этот будет. Вернулся один из старейших и опаснейших преступников Готэма. Бэтмену нужно объединиться с союзниками, чтобы остановить растущую угрозу. Ладно, поехали.
One fateful night, my parents gave their lives for me. They became my heroes, their legacy untouchable. Until I learned the truth. My father, Thomas Wayne, was a criminal. He ruled over Gotham from the shadows. And everything I thought I knew about myself changed forever. The children of Arkham exposed the truth about my father to Gotham. Their attack turned friends into enemies and threw the city into chaos. I was committed to Arkham Asylum, where I escaped with the help of a mental patient named John Doe. After a bloody battle, I put an end to it all in the catacombs beneath the city. The Penguin, Two-Face, and Lady Arkham were the first real challenge I faced as the Batman, but they would not be the last.
Spring has arrived in Gotham, and with it comes City Hall's quarterly crime report. Crime is way down since the fall of the Children of Arkham, marking another triumph for newly minted Police Commissioner James Gordon. In a statement this morning, Gordon credited his success to the public partnership between the police and the Batman. He praised the mysterious vigilante for his sacrifice, describing him as essential to the security of the city. Things are looking up, citizens. After the long, dark winter comes the thaw. Now, if only the Knights could win again, everyone would be happy.
Lucky 13! There it is.
Romy Mori, import-export magnate, one-time Pipex CEO, international arms dealer. The world sees Mori as a legitimate businessman, a philanthropist who gives to charity, not a criminal getting rich off the suffering of innocence. A masterful performance. I wonder, if a man hides in plain sight for that long, does he forget who he really is? What do you think, Master Bruce? Must be hard to stay true to yourself.
Так, с рулем можно жить, я всегда помню, кто я такой.
I don't. I never forget what drives me. Protecting the innocent from people like Mori. That stays the same no matter what mask I wear.
Don't I know?
Masks are hard to maintain. If there are cracks in Mori's, we'll find them.
The GCPD
Блять, мне даже уже в глазах что-то встроенное.
Meaning that if he's doing arms deals in Gotham,
They happen on the casino floor. I need to find a way to hear what Mori is saying.
standing by for support. Look for something with a microphone.
He certainly enjoys the good life, doesn't he?
Made a fortune running guns during the Arab Spring. Diversified into biotech shortly after. From what I understand, he's not one for pinching pennies.
Hotel security are guarding him particularly close.
A man like Mori counts more enemies than friends.
I wonder why that is. Well, looks like roulette is his Achilles heel.
He has a reputation for being lucky, but then you don't need luck when you own the house.
Consumer model. Could be a good way to hear Mori's conversation. Al, I'm hacking into Mori's phone.
Encrypting your signal. Last thing we want is for him to know you're here. We're in. You should be able to pick up audio from Mori's phone.
Is everyone enjoying themselves? Don't worry. I won't tell anyone with a badge.
He's on a roll. It's only a matter of time before he gets too chatty.
Try to blend in.
So, I've been sitting over there wondering, what's Bruce Wayne doing in a place like this? I figured you went to fancier casinos. Someplace where only
Ну, не будем
high
сдавать
rollers go.
себя.
I'm looking for something different. New thrills.
Well, it's a good thing you're here. And it's a good thing I'm here.
А, на меня клеит, да?
What in the hell are you doing here?
Нихуя себе, он прям вот так в наглую зашел, что ли? сюда?
Stop me if you've heard this one before. I begin and have no end. And I end all that begins. Who am I?
I don't give a damn. I told you 10 times. Our arrangement is over.
Death.
То есть этот гоблин еще заключил сделку с этим
Something's
загадочником.
happening, and it doesn't look like a deal.
The man in the hood. I remember him from your father's time. I think that's Riddler.
Is something wrong? You seem distracted. Bruce,
You think you're
Надо
gibberish
ее, наверное,
intimidating?
сбагрить
Please get
отсюда.
away from me. Now,
what?
Блять, ну я не хотел так
just
грубо,
turn
конечно.
around and start walking.
You're lost, rich boy. You're not all that, you know.
Да я не хотел ее так грубо. Че опять за варианты
Threatens
пошли,
me
блядь?
in my own casino. Security!
Sir, it's time to leave.
For you? An easy one. What question can you never answer yes to?
I don't give a crap, let's go.
Wrong. The correct answer is, are you dead?
Хуя, так он ебанут вообще на
Let's
всю
get
голову.
started.
Get out of there. Get your suit.
Как удобно, что рядом оказалась нужная дверь.
Al, let Gordon know what's happening.
Right away.
Hey, no one leaves!
А в смысле? У меня же было написано Shift и E, а теперь Shift и Q. Протереть не надо было пистолет от отпечатков. Его камера еще сзади.
Commissioner Gordon on the line. Scrambling audio now.
Gordon.
Batman, what's the status?
Multiple gunmen, hostages at the casino. A madman in a mask.
Riddler's back in Gotham.
Riddler? He hasn't been seen in years.
Well, he's putting on quite a show.
There's a squad on the way. They'll be there shortly.
Be ready for a fight.
Please, we can make the deal. Anything you want.
Our issues can't be solved with handshakes, Maury.
Ебать, это
This
что
is
за
what
аппарат
happens
такой?
when you back out of a deal with me. There's only one way you're getting out of this alive. You have to solve a riddle. And I choose my words carefully if I were you. Listen closely.
No, please, don't do this.
Ха, две носки зеленые,
I
пиздец.
point. Without arms, I strike. Without feet, I run. Who am I?
I've got visual.
That drone fully functional.
I'll need a place to drop in without being noticed. Time for some recon.
It's a tricky one, isn't it? A mind bender that scratches at the very nature of
Some kind of torture device.
Doesn't seem like he's getting out until he guesses the riddle.
This Riddler certainly has an imagination.
you to distraction, rattling around.
Riddler.
A terror from the past. I never thought I'd see him on our streets again. He's not to be taken lightly.
Believe me, I know. Remember, choose your words carefully, Maury. You only have so
Cashier's booth. That'll do. Just need to take out the guard first.
Че, сейчас пойди опять будет, да, планирование, наверное. Так, охранник. Надо сначала заложников посмотреть.
Perhaps you should have turned on the charm.
Batman will save her, along with everyone else.
Тут точно больше не с чем взаимодействовать?
Audio playback fully functional.
Time for a distraction.
What the?
I'm losing patience, Maury. Are you expecting a hint? Give me an answer.
И чё, и куда нажимать-то? Я вот что-то вообще не вижу, с чем можно взаимодействовать.
Batman, we can't get in. The front's covered by gunmen, and they've got the back barricaded with blackjack tables.
How should I deploy when we're inside?
I'm relying on your eyes and ears. What's the best course of action?
Блять, ну газ,
We
конечно,
need
так
a
будет
distraction.
безопаснее.
Find a way to limit their line of sight.
Sounds like a plan. You're completely insane.
No, I don't believe that's it.
Походу не угадал.
I'll clear a path. Wait for my signal.
Give him hell. We're counting on you.
Так, подожди, зацепить, ударить. Так, врезаться в карточный стол и оторвать колесо рулетки. Ну, вот так вот, не будем ломать рулетку.
Batman! You're ahead of schedule. I'm a little busy right now, but I'll see if I can fit you in. Not him, the hostage! Shoot the hostage!
Нет, ну надо оружие, потому что толку-то, блядь, заложника. Ну, одного я ебану, ну, спасу, а другие двое. Как это все легко делается-то, а? Ну, опять же, нововведение какое-то хотя бы.
Batman clearly isn't using his head.
Это тоже какой-то наш знакомый.
With pleasure.
Хуя у тебя ключ, блядь. Так, связать или оглушить надо, наверное, оглушить, я думаю.
I've heard stories in the streets about you, Batman. You're the biggest name in Gotham since I left town. Everyone's very impressed with you. I'm not impressed. Gotham's criminals have become zealots and thugs in cheap suits. And you, I've come home to find a wannabe in my chair. Eating my goddamn porridge. This is my city. Now I'm back, and I'm taking what's mine. Either you're thinking or your brain has stopped working entirely. You're supposedly the world's greatest detective. Yet here you are.
Gordon, now!
Completely. Oh, you have to be kidding. Clever, but not smart enough. Let me show you how it was done back in the day.
Удары-то прям жесткие вообще.
Brawling like a common street hood. It just doesn't do it for me.
Может, не надо его спасать все-таки?
Follow the power lines. There must be a weak point.
Да я лучше за ним бы пошел. Нахера мне этого бандита спасать?
That's cheating.
Think I care about your rules?
I'd heard you were a man who followed a code. Why would you save that dirtbag's life? Maury made his money running guns, trading off the suffering of war. Why wouldn't you just let him die?
Да я согласен с тобой. Почему бы просто не дать ему, блядь, сдохнуть и все?
Or empty-headed? How about I crack your skull open and find out?
Че, блядь, тоже стреляешь, что ли, из посоха? Так, удар на отмашь и бросок.
Enough of this! You know how to scrap. I'll give you that. But it's not enough. Let's see how you do with something a little more cerebral. Better hurry, detective. Solve my puzzle soon. Or people are gonna get hurt. And we know you can't let that happen.
Блять, ну Гордона-то надо спасти как-то. Нихуя я Человек-паук, блин.
You should have called us before going in, Gordon.
Waller?
After
Это
all,
кто вообще?
we're here to help.
Ну, что-то прям хорошее начало. Тейлор в своем стиле. Интрига прям на интриге. Нахуй сначала сканируем.
Circuitry inside, but nothing obviously dangerous. The back computer will be able to analyze further.
Your days are numbered, bat freak. We'll see each other again.
Yeah, whatever.
Keep one eye in the sky, jerk-offs. Heavens are gonna fall on your goddamn heads.
Tell me all about it down at the precinct.
The Riddler's right hand in custody. Not a bad result, all told. Riddler used to leave clues at all his crime scenes. Always thought he was smarter than the people trying to catch him. Thought we could use help dragging him down. They got a sick pleasure out of taunting us.
He was smart enough to slip through our fingers.
Yeah, and leave a bloody mess in his wake. Riddler's heyday was a dark time in Gotham. And what we just saw, he hasn't mellowed with age.
Uh-huh. Get Fernandez on it right away. Commissioner Gordon.
Brace yourselves. Just so you know, this woman has a lot of juice with the governor. Rub her the wrong way, I could end up on foot patrol till I retire.
My people are trained for situations like this, Gordon. We'd have Riddler in custody if you'd only picked up the phone. So, you're the legendary Batman. I've heard a great deal about you. So much so I don't know if I should believe that.
А ты, кстати, кто в
And
натуре?
you are.
This is Amanda Waller, director of the agency.
What are the feds doing here?
Riddler's their case. The GCPD has been asked to open our doors to them.
Полицию просили открыть перед ними все двери, дать им все, что они захотят. Ну а в чем тогда
We've been
проблема?
tracking that maniac for some time. No one knows more about him than we do. World-class criminals like Riddler. They're kind of our specialty.
Ну тогда вопрос к Гордону, какого хера, блядь, ты тогда им решил перечить?
Speak
Just say what you want to say.
with pleasure. Riddler used to be a player in Gotham back when Thomas Wayne and Falcone ran the city. He disappeared so suddenly and for so long, everyone thought he was dead. Everyone was wrong. Riddler's back, and if these theatrics are anything to go by, he wants the whole city to know. My people tell me you did some good work handling him, Batman. You and me? I bet we'd make a damn fine team. I heard how you dealt with Lady Arkham. Not to mention that filth.
Блять, такие все варианты. Я, конечно, с Гордоном как-то больше корефаню. Мне нужны напарники, хорошая идея. Блять, напарники, конечно, нахуй не нужны, но опять же, блять, помощь может пригодиться. Ладно, давай попробуем скарифаниться.
Seems that way to me. We should work together to bring Riddler in.
Don't be too hasty, Batman. The agency has a rep for being ruthless.
The only real problem with your setup is who you're working with. Local law enforcement clearly can't cut it.
I got a local crime rate says otherwise. Ms. Waller...
Please, Commissioner. Tear gas. In a hostage situation, we got an ambulance full of civilians with their eyes swollen shut. Not to mention you let Riddler slip through your fingers. You GCPD cowboys clearly don't know what you're doing.
You're putting all this on me?
You're the commanding officer, aren't you?
You can't put this on Jim. I called for a distraction.
Then maybe you're not as impressive as I thought.
Ох ты,
I'm here
сука,
to
блядь,
prevent this
какая, а?
incompetence in the future.
Иди забирай эти два пальца и пиздуйте нахуй отсюда.
Agent Avesta will fill you in on what we know so far, as a token of interdepartmental cooperation.
The nerve on her. Don't tell these people a thing, especially about that puzzle. This is our town. We're the ones that'll catch Riddler.
Ooh, I thought she was gonna bite your head off for a second.
I'd like to see her try.
Special Agent Iman Avesta, Field Intelligence Specialist on the Riddler case. And my partner, Agent Blake.
How do you do?
I put together this psychological profile of Riddler.
Ну-ка, ну-ка,
See when you read
почитаем.
it, he's changed. For your eyes only, if you catch my drift.
Ну это неужели
The
что-то
target of the
полезное?
casino attack, Rumi Mori. Any idea what Riddler wanted with him? We figure it has something to do with why he's been...
Так, он хотел получить ответ на свою загадку. У него было что-то вроде сделки. Загадочный, просто сумасшедший. Нет, точно не сумасшедший. На загадку, ну, блять, они ёбнутые, конечно, могут, но скорее всего вот это, я думаю.
I heard them talking about some kind of deal.
Any idea what?
Нет.
But it'd be safe to say they didn't come to terms.
Thanks. That's a help.
Я что, сейчас сдал, блядь, что ли, его?
I'm Gotham born and raised, you know. My dad ran a store in the shadow of City Stadium. I just wanted to say it's a real honor to meet you. I do have
автограф
something I
написать?
wanna ask, though. The criminally insane. You're drawn to them, aren't you? There's something in you that pulls you.
А вот и нихуя я тебе не скажу.
The chaos, the energy. You can't keep away, can you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pry.
Царь, блядь, не одобряет, нахуй,
I think I
такого
know you a little
вопроса.
better now.
I'll be in touch.
Звоните.
Batman, before you go, Gotham's your city. I respect that. But you should know I don't have to play nice. I'm letting you hunt the Riddler for now.
Потому что сама не можешь, да?
Everything you find. Or this courtesy call is gonna become something you really won't like.
Ты чё, сука, угрожаешь, что ли?
You get me?
I don't take kindly to threats, Waller.
Так что иди, блядь, лучше в фитнес-клуб и не еби мне мозг. Или где они там любят свободное время проводить?
What an eventful evening. I've taken the liberty of preparing some refreshments.
Thanks, Al. I need to focus. Maybe music will help.
Не, я за
Something with a
эмбиенты.
beat.
The computer is finished scanning the Riddler's puzzle box. It's ready when you are.
Let's get to work.
А тут тоже, поди, не будет никакого коллекционирования.
Selena. She'll turn up again. I'm looking forward to it.
Так, ну и как в прошлом Бэтмене, я это все читать не буду.
No explosives detected, no radioactivity. Nothing dangerous at all so far. Computer, run another scan. I want to be absolutely sure this thing is safe.
Also, I took the liberty of digging up everything I could find on the agency.
Но главное, чтобы они нас не вычислили, что мы там
There's plenty
шароебились.
here. Know your enemy and all that.
Че у тебя с руками?
It comes and goes. Ever since the kidnapping and all the other business with Lady Arkham.
Alfred.
No, don't you worry about me. No, I should be fine. It was worse after my first tour of duty.
Ну, беспокоиться и все такое, это, конечно, прикольно, но, наверное, все-таки к врачу нужно.
Well, as you say, Bruce, it'll pass. Working always helps.
А где табуретка? А, вон она. У меня в прошлый раз, я помню, была табуретка. Так, новости Готэма. Ладно, сразу закроем. И так. Ну, тоже нахер смотреть не буду. Надо сначала посмотреть загадочника этого.
Riddler terrorized this city long before you were Batman.
Gotham's original costumed criminal.
Yes, to have him returned. It's unsettling.
То у него получается пиджак, да, ну, хуяренный капюшон.
Even Carmine Falcone gave him a wide berth. He was presumed dead for so long. Why come back to Gotham?
Well, I seem to have a prior relationship with Maury. Some kind of axe to grind. Let me upload the rest of this to the Codex. The agency realized Riddler was still alive when he orchestrated a prison break at Peña Duro.
My men here say you let yourself get caught, Mr. Riddler.
Just Riddler.
Why willingly turn yourself in?
Oh, Mr. Warden, to get everyone else out, of course. That wasn't obvious.
The man's deranged. If you ask me, he needs help. He's clearly sick. The man is in urgent need.
Да нет, доктор там
of a doctor.
I know just the place for him. Plenty of room at Arkham Asylum.
Next to him, most of the inmates seem like a picture of health.
Только я думаю, что дурка его не удержит.
What was that? You should see your face. Its confusion is delightful. I think I'll take it with me.
I take everything back.
The agency. The public face of a shadow committee of military leaders, intelligence experts, and government officials. Civil rights violations, domestic black sites, decentralized accountability.
This information, it's all before Waller took over the director position. Perhaps she's given them a new direction.
Maybe, but the agency's empowered to override local law enforcement with impunity.
That man's got some competition in town. I wonder if we need be worried about losing our unpaid and thoroughly exhausting job, I mean.
The Riddler's a flashy homicidal maniac with a thing for puzzles, and Waller and her agency might be just as dangerous.
Again, Waller may be running a more ethical operation these days.
Так я тут вроде бы все уже пролистал. И тут, по-моему... Приверно заключенный.
Let's see what Riddler's little gift is all about.
Solve my puzzles soon, or people will get hurt. Riddler's MO hasn't changed in all these years.
Это как? А, это вот так вот работает. Это пластинка, что ли?
There's writing engraved along the rim. I have an eye, yet cannot see. Who am I?
That sounds familiar. I've heard it before.
Don't happen to remember the answer, do you?
Sadly, no.
Ага. Да хер его знает. Блять, вот так, наверное.
But how does that relate to the object in question?
Maybe it's telling us how to use it.
Sounds very plausible.
Look at these strange grooves. Never forget.
Для диска там, вон там этот магнитофон у нас стоит.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Надо, кстати, пошариться, посмотреть, что тут вообще есть. Где там моя машина?
Oh, that's the stuff.
А нахера мне две маски? Просто тут на столе лежит еще одна. Запасная, что ли?
Lucius's latest model. Never ceases to impress. Gordon and Maury would have been crushed by that statue at the casino if not for this. Even with the anchor,
смотри,
still
два.
too close a call. No one beats Lucius's handiwork.
Что-то мне бэт-костюм. Походу даже, наверное, дальше будет выбор, какой костюм выбирать. Ух ты, так это эти самые трофеи. Подожди, сколько тут стоек? Раз, два, три, четыре, пять. Значит, наверное, 5 врагов будет. Ну, если, смотри, загадочник, да, то с него трофей будет. Возможно, вот это дура из агентства. Возможно, Джокер, блядь, появится. Потому что, ну, как-то не просто ж так его подсунули, я ему дал обещание, и он пропал. И еще кто-то двое.
Needle. A record needle.
Halfway there, Batman. Means you got half a chance of stopping a whole lot of pain. To be honest, you're already doing better than I thought. But don't sit around feeling pleased with yourself. Unless you want to see me tear this city apart.
I suppose you're going to look in there.
An open invitation from the Riddler? Of course. Huh. Looks like I'm manipulating radio bands or waveforms, something. I'm not sure what I'm looking at or how any of it is actually displaying.
And that sound.
What? Oh, I'm not really sure about any of it. Get Lucius on the line, will you?
Hey, Alfred.
Good morning, Lucius. I hope we're not interrupting your breakfast.
Ли, давай сюда, иди, у нас тут беда.
But
Мы тут разгадать ни хера не можем.
what's up?
This is a puzzle from the Riddler. There's a strange waveform pattern I can manipulate inside that needs your expertise.
Yeah, okay. I can meet you at Wayne Tower in a little bit. We'll, fire up the R&D lab.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, Lucius.
No, don't worry about it. It's actually gonna be a big day for me. Tiffany starts at Wayne Enterprises.
Tiffany? Really?
А это кто,
Your
Тиффани?
daughter working alongside you. How wonderful.
Certainly is. Bruce, I'll see you soon.
Bye, Lucius. Can't wait to see Tiffany.
Главное меню. Ага, не, я понял, нахуй.
Good hunting, Bruce.
Oh, excellent. I'm glad I caught you. I have some good news to share.
Good to hear it, Regina. It's what I've come to expect, with you as Wayne Enterprises chairperson.
I just talked to the board, and they couldn't be more pleased with the progress of the Arkham remodel. Seems like you made the right call when you decided to take that contract over the GCPD's. The Gazette's running a piece about it.
Look, I would love to hear all the details, but I've got a meeting with Lucius I've got to run to.
Well, I don't mean to pry, but what's in that case?
Ты какая нахуй разница? Что за вопросы,
Seems
блядь?
like an odd thing to be carrying around the office.
Oh, just some tax papers. Accounting is doing an audit or something.
Well, you shouldn't have to be burdened with that. I can take them.
Нет, я сам займусь.
I got it.
Well, I've got a meeting I've got to run to. We'll pick up this conversation this afternoon.
Sounds great.
Там поди этот костюм Бэтмена может.
You're in my chair.
Just updating the encryption on your bat tech. But if you want me to stop,
Oh no, the seat is all yours.
this is the thing you were talking about?
One of Riddler's puzzles. Some kind of test.
Show me.
А, вот так просто
idea
одну
what he's planning?
вот эту хуйню мы
Not
тут
yet.
таскаем в ящике.
That's why I need your help. If his history is anything to go by, he left us a clue. A psychological profile of Riddler.
Knowing how his mind works, this should come in handy.
No sign of explosives or poison. Already scanned for that in the cave.
Well, would you look at that? Micro-pulse waveform. And the sound it's giving off.
A signal, maybe? I couldn't decipher it. I was hoping you could help with that.
I'll see what I can do. Shouldn't take long.
What in the...
Чё за
It's
нахуй?
not
Ну,
one of mine.
Think fast. Hi, Dad.
Tiffany?
Hey, Bruce.
My God, Tiffany.
It's been a while.
Sneaking out of orientation your first day?
I just wanted to say hi to my new boss. I got you a present. A micro-drone prototype I developed in my spare time. High-end AV, stealth black shell, programmable for autonomous observation. Small, quiet, and super smart. Just like its designer. Not bad, huh? You always had a thing for toys. So hard to know what to get him.
Только не тогда, когда эта штука целится мне в глаз.
And who has everything. So
Ну чё,
I made
прикольная
you
штука.
some tech
Будет
the
еще
government
одна
will be
такая
jealous
штука у меня.
I love it. Thanks, Tiffany.
Well, I guess it's not bad.
Not bad. See what I had to deal with growing up? Huh. There's something different about you.
There is?
I can't quite put my finger on it. But you look...
Well, please just don't say old.
Well, now that you mention it.
Hey, play nice. Bruce has had a rough year.
Сука, я чё, постарел, что ли? Ну ёб твою мать.
Interesting.
Don't.
Too late, already touching.
Just be careful.
What a strange thing. The circuitry design. It's elaborate and unorthodox. Almost intentionally so. Like whoever put it together was kind of showing off. Huh. Micro pulse waves? It's just weird. Seriously, what is this thing? I've never seen anything like it. It's like whoever made it.
It's pretty cool, huh?
I don't know if cool would be the word I would use. I can hear it hum. What does it do?
That's what we're trying to work out.
You guys are lucky I'm here to help.
Help with...
Figure this freakish thing out.
Tiffany did graduate first in her class at Cornell in molecular engineering.
Let me take a crack at it. I can help you get to the bottom of this. Figure out.
Блядь. А похуй, давай.
And if you think you can help, then be my guest.
Oh, I know I can help. I just gotta let him know that I won't be finishing up orientation.
No problem.
Oh, I was planning on swinging by the manor after work to see Alfred. I heard he wasn't doing so well. That he was having some issues with his health?
He would love that.
I hope he isn't still angered with me and Luke about that incident with the china.
Well, you know Al. No one messes with his dinnerware.
Catch you guys later.
Welcome aboard, Tiffany.
Thanks, boss.
All right, then. Time to crack this puzzle. I never told her, you know. Told her what I really do at Wayne Enterprises. What, we do. If you're willing to pull her into this Riddler project, why not consider bringing her into the fold? Into the mission? We're going to need help if we're going to be dealing with the likes of Riddler.
Да ладно, что, пополняем свою армию маленькую.
Okay, then let's give her a shot.
Тем более, раз ты ей доверяешь.
I'll start thinking about how we can broach the subject with her. In the meantime, Riddler's puzzle will be a fine start.
Well, shall we go down to the lab?
Actually, the equipment we need is down in my office.
Какого
We'll get
хера?
this taken care of in no time.
Почему не в лобе?
Mr. Wayne,
Yes?
I'm Special Agent Avesta.
Да, я знаю.
This is my partner, Special Agent Blake.
Well, I guess I'll see you in a bit. I'll be down in my office. Whenever you, get done here,
Keep me in the loop about that, thing.
will do.
А чё вам надо-то от меня?
Sorry for the unannounced visit. We're with the agency's behavioral analysis unit. We just came by to ask a few questions.
I sure hope I'm not in any trouble.
Oh, everyone's in some amount of trouble. It's my job to find out just how much.
Да, заходите, проходите, конечно же.
This office, it really represents you.
Well, I'd like to think so.
Is this you?
Yeah.
How old?
I don't know, 7, 8, maybe?
So happy. After everything you've been through, I don't know how you still do it.
Do what exactly?
It wasn't long ago when you were the most hated man in Gotham. Yet you still give so much back to the city. Why do you continue to help Gotham? Most people wouldn't be so
Ща,
charitable
погоди,
after
у
that.
меня тут важный звонок.
How's it going down there?
I, left that file on your desk. Think you could bring it down?
I'll be down in just a second. Sorry about that. What were you saying?
I was saying you're a bit of a mystery.
What is it you want?
The agency recently brought me in to draft a psychological portrait of the Riddler.
Ну так а чё ко мне-то привело?
Been tracking him for months, but haven't been able to find him.
Riddler, that psycho from the news?
I thought you'd be interested, considering your history.
My history?
A lot of things happened to you last year, and not all of them were good. You put yourself at risk when you helped bring in your friend Harvey Dent. He was a violent psychotic at the time, almost destroyed the city. Come to think of it, you've been associated with quite a few psychopaths over the years.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. The criminally insane. They seem drawn
Да,
to you.
был такой вопрос.
Either that, or you're often in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yes, having money and fame makes you an easy target. I've had my fair share of crazies knocking on my door.
Like this guy. I think you'd know him as John Doe.
Да, я помню.
We
Я с ним
understand that it
срок
was
мотал
during your
дурки.
stay in Arkham,
Полтора
you and
часа.
John met and became friends. From the sound of it, you two were close.
John may very well say that, yes.
But not you.
A conversation in a mental hospital does not make us friends, much less close.
I see. According to hospital records, you and John were involved in a riot.
They captured the whole incident on video.
I saw you flee after John cut another inmate, a man named Victor Zaz. Several people were hurt.
I got out of there as fast as I could.
I don't blame you. You must have been scared. John was discharged from Arkham months ago. No one has seen or heard from him since. I was thinking maybe you have.
Why would you think that?
He listed you as his emergency contact.
Да ладно, блин.
Sounds like you two were pretty close to me.
I did not agree to that. Why would he write down my name?
It's obvious. You're important to him.
Well, I haven't seen or heard from him, so... Did he do something wrong?
He's a person of interest. You see, we've got a wall in the office with a bunch of photos pinned to it. Two-Face, Penguin, Lady Arkham, you know, Gotham's most notorious. They've got all these little strings connecting them to one another, like a web.
Там еще, это у вас еще кошки там
And
нет.
you, my friend, are at the center. You keep pretty strange company for someone who wants everyone to think they're such a stand-up guy.
Every association you've made so far has been investigated by the authorities, or covered by the press. I have nothing to hide.
All you do is hide. Hide behind the press, behind your money, your power. I think it's all an elaborate mask. You know more than you're letting on, Mr. Wayne. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you don't trust us. Or maybe you're a criminal, like your father.
Ты чё за базаром, блядь, следи?
Get the hell out of my... That's an evacuation warning. It's time for you to leave.
We'll pick this up another time.
Нет, не продолжим. Пиздуй нахуй отсюда, охуевшая, блядь. И дверь, блядь, за собой с той стороны закрой.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building.
Что случилось?
Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Riddler really pulled a good one over on us.
Lucius, just stay calm, okay? I'm gonna get you out of here.
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we, Batman?
Lucius!
Чё, блядь, подожди, произошло-то? Это все-таки бомба, что ли, была? Или это какой-то сигнал для ракеты, может быть, блядь?
The GCPD is opening an investigation into what they are calling an industrial accident.
Wayne Enterprises Chief Technology Officer Lucius Fox died last Tuesday.
Твою мать, я знаю, что подумал? Если он отдал эту шкатулку Бэтмену, и в итоге эта шкатулка взорвалась в башне Уэйнов, то загадочник может, блядь, догадаться, кто я такой. Сука, они заебали убивать Ли уже. Второй раз уже убивают его.
You don't have to worry, Lucius. Tiffany, I'm gonna take care of your family. As if they were my own.
Just like Lucius took care of you. Lucius helped raise you, Bruce. It was family. Riddler's attack on the casino was one thing. But this is personal. We can't let him get away with it. Riddler struck at the heart of our operations.
Riddler will pay for what he's done. I swear to you. I will make him suffer.
Maybe it's what's called for, given the circumstances. Of course, it won't bring poor Lucius back. I can't imagine how devastated she must be. To lose her father in such a violent way.
Надо с ней поговорить, да.
Yes. She can use all the support she can get.
Hey, Tiffany.
I still can't believe he's gone. None of this feels real.
Tiffany, I know what you're going through. I remember what it was like when I lost my parents. That, sudden emptiness. There's no feeling like it in the world.
I don't think it'll ever go away.
It certainly didn't for me.
He loved working for you, you know? They hardly saw him at home because of it. Mom used to complain my little brother was growing up without a dad. Now I guess it's true. He was so busy. I can't remember the last time I got to hang out with him. Just father and daughter. just thought there'd be more time.
I know it's no consolation, but the work your father was doing, it was important.
More important than family.
That's not what I meant.
Well, what did you mean?
Tiffany.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't blame you.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Just let it out.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all. I saw his remains, Bruce. There was hardly anything left. What were you guys working on that could have caused that? It doesn't quite add up.
Tiffany, I will tell you soon. Just not here.
What do you mean? Why not?
It's not the right time.
God, Bruce.
Нет, момент-то может и подходящий, но, блять, ну реально не тут.
Fine. Just tell me one thing. That weird disc. Was that what killed him? Did you put my father's life at risk for that? I'm begging you. Just tell me that one thing.
Не, я пиздеть не буду. Не ей, по крайней мере.
I had no idea Lucius could get hurt. Please forgive me.
Forgive you? I hope you can forgive yourself. Whatever you got my father into, I will find out. And I will shout it to the world.
Oh.
So sorry, really. It's such a shame.
Чего, блять? Это кто там?
With a bang, right? For that, we can all be grateful.
Да ёб твою мать, серьезно что ли? Это ты?
You knew my father.
Well, no, but judging by all the love...
Hey, how about giving Tiffany some space? Huh?
Bruce! Buddy! It's good to see you.
Come on, man. She's been through a lot.
You're absolutely right. Enjoy the rest of your day. Look, I know it's a closed casket, but I can see by the jeans. Your friend was a looker, huh?
Why are you here, John?
I told you I'd see you again, didn't I?
Ты чё, пришел за долгом?
We're two threads in the same stitch. Look, I got you a little something, just to mark the occasion.
Чё за нахуй? Открытка, блин.
I knew you'd be hurting, see? I thought it might make you feel better.
You do realize you don't give these at funerals, right?
Of course you don't.
It's okay. It's okay. Just keep it down.
Gotta be quiet as church mice, right? It hasn't been easy for me out here, you know? I'm the new guy now. It's the freedom that gets to you. There's so damn much you hardly know what to do with it.
Имеешь в виду новичок в этом мире?
Sometimes I miss those padded walls.
Значит, там тебе и место.
Where the lines were drawn. Which ones not to cross.
How did you get out? Oh my God, did you escape?
Didn't have to. Dr. Leland signed the papers herself. She always had a soft spot for me.
If everyone could please take their seats, we will begin.
Would you
Just sit down.
Today we gather to honor the memory of Lucius Fox. He was a friend, a father, a husband, a leader.
You are crashing my friend's funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, I do. I need that, favor you owe me.
Блять, ты что ж тебе надо-то от меня?
You know, getting you on.
Да я помню, блять.
You're gonna do right by me, aren't you? I know you're a man of your word.
Нет, за базар надо отвечать.
I knew the moment we met. Friends for life.
Exactly who you needed at so many points in your lives.
You see, I met some inspiring people out here. Made some new.
Ты с кем, блядь?
Made a kind of pact. They're amazing,
Загадочником.
Bruce. That special breed who live by their own rules. They remind me of you. Of your father.
So who are they?
You'll find out when you meet them. They're looking to bring someone like you into the fold.
То есть деньги, что ли, нужны?
You will meet them for me, won't you? Please? I've got a
Но
lot right.
если это...
I already told them you would.
Сейчас.
Please don't let me down.
Блять. Но если это мой долг... А похуй.
I'd be happy to chat with your friends, John. Just say when and where.
I was so hoping you'd say that. We are going to have so much fun. I knew this would work out. This air between us, this is real. You can't force this kind of friendship. I want to commemorate the moment. The guys will be so excited. Now, what?
Ты че, ебанутый, что ли, на похоронах?
Put that away. This is a funeral, for God's sake.
I'm sorry. I got so caught up in it all, I completely forgot. I just know you're gonna hit it off with the guys. I should warn you, though. I've got an enemy. Real piece of work. Calls himself the...
А, значит, все-таки враг твой.
How do you know the Riddler?
Know him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's rude. I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife they're dealing with, but... Wait a minute, you know him too. Of course, a man of Bruce Wayne's caliber knows everyone, so I shouldn't be surprised.
Just from the news. The guy's clearly a murderer, sick in the head.
Don't know the half of it. If I had my way, that smarmy know-it-all would never leave his hold.
His hold? You know where he is.
No, not exactly, no. Maybe I said too much.
I already said I'd meet your friends, John. Now tell me what you know.
Jeez. Well, if it means that much to you. Yeah, I really don't know much. I heard the egomaniac always made people go to him for meetings. Somewhere in the East End.
Where in the East End?
Honestly, that's all I know. And even that might be out of date. If you're so eager to find him, why don't you let me help you? I'll find out where he is and get back to you. See if I can't find out where that jerk puts his...
Я думаю, что если... Он, скорее всего, он узнает, вычислит его, но я думаю, Бэтмен и сам сможет вычислить. Просто если мы сейчас согласимся с ним на сделку, то мы как бы продлим наши отношения. Поэтому лучше нахуй.
When this clearly means so much to you. No. Don't you worry about a thing. I'll take care of this. Just meet my friends later, like I asked.
Ладно, встречи с твоими друзьями, я тебе ничего не должен.
I'm just gonna slip away. Excuse me. I'm sorry. been so nice catching up, Bruce. I miss this trust between us.
Нахуй, не
I
будем
know we'll
ставить.
see each other again soon.
Be in touch.
Я думаю, он
Bye,
от меня нахуй
Bruce.
вообще до самого конца игры не
Until next
отстанет.
time.
Intriguing fellow. Certainly not one for decorum. I don't think that outburst went unnoticed.
Whatever you say about John, he gave me a lead on Riddler's location. Inform Gordon. Tell him to drag up GCPD records on Gotham's East End. And tell him we're on Riddler's trail.
А я бы наоборот не стал бы полиции говорить про район. Этот пес, блядь, сильно умный. И если бы неожиданно полиция начала шерстить район, то, скорее всего, он бы догадался. А так, все-таки эффект неожиданности у меня будет. Да и вообще, сам-то уж я точно справлюсь.
Enjoying the view.
Yeah, hard to do these days. It's one thing for the bad parts of town to get uglier, but when places like Wayne Tower start falling apart, makes you wonder what's next. I bet Bruce Wayne is wondering the same thing. Seems like the world's got it out for that guy. Spends some time in Arkham, gets drugged through the dirt by the media for something he didn't do. Finally picks himself up. What happens? Someone bombs his company.
Bruce Wayne picked himself up once. He could do it again.
He certainly showed us that much, didn't he? You said you had a lead on Riddler.
Hiding somewhere in East End.
Why am I not surprised? East End's been a no-man's land since Harvey Dent blew it up. I've tried to get more patrols out there, but City Hall's not giving up the funds. The area between 42nd and 48th, more or less lawless.
That narrows down the search at least.
Так, что это у нас, дубльгиз, да?
The land at the end of 44th was recently purchased, anonymously.
The only thing there is an old water tower. Something feels fishy about that. My gut tells
В
me
смысле,
that's the
все, что ли, а
place.
остальные
Agreed.
сканируют?
Nice work, Batman.
Или я, блядь, сразу сходу
If this
угадал?
lead pans out, Waller will have to eat her words. Whatever you said to her at the casino really got up her nose. I have to tell you, I got a bad feeling about her.
Не поверишь, у меня тоже.
The way she goes after criminals, she's ruthless. Puts her people at risk, and believe me, she doesn't let due process get in her way. She'll stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to get her man. That doesn't sit right with me. And I don't think she's good for Gotham. It's not the way I do things. It's not the way we do things. I was ordered to give her updates on breaks in the Riddler case. If there's a chance he's there, we should probably let her know. Don't want to give her ammunition with the governor.
Я думаю, наверное, ладно. Наверное, скорее всего, скажи, предупреди. Потому что если она узнает, вернее, не если, а когда она узнает, то она вообще его сосует и нахуй живет.
Notify Waller. She's proven useful so far.
Just be careful around her, huh? She moved her people into my downtown precinct without so much as a please or thank you. I tell you, Batman, she keeps on chipping away at my authority, I'm gonna crack.
Then let's find Riddler before it comes to that.
I'll have my people call her people on the way. Riddler won't feel so clever after we come knocking.
То есть я что, в натуре с первого раза угадал, просканировав?
No one's home.
I told Waller about our lead on this place. She's caught up in briefings, can't get here for a while. She said she appreciates the cooperation. Not exactly cozy, is it?
Let's see what we can learn. Someone's keeping a scrapbook.
Vain, isn't he?
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
А разве там поговорки это было про зло? По-моему, что-то типа ничего не вижу, ничего не слышу, ничего никому не скажу. О, бля, нас наебали. Что мне напоминает уже пилу.
Then how do we get out?
We go in.
After you.
Нахуя тебе столько телевизоров?
Give me a good, honest crack house any day. Oh, God.
Special Agent Mario Fernandez.
Holy crap. He's one of Waller's.
Тоже неплохо.
He's missing parts of his fingers on the right hand.
We saw this before. The victim in the casino.
У него глаз, что ли, вырезан?
One of his pupils is fully dilated. The other's contracted. A clear sign of brain trauma.
Huh. There's no sign of a blow to the head.
Ну, у него, может, колпак отъехал.
The man bit his tongue clean through.
He must have suffered a shock. Or a sudden jolt. There's some hemorrhaging from the ears.
His eardrums must have burst.
Может, какая-то звуковая херня была.
He was trying to call for help. The phone isn't getting a signal.
Damn it. Me either.
One shoe is missing.
The sole of the other one's almost completely.
Блять, агента, носки такие пиздец. Это приглашение, что ли?
That's a hell of an invitation.
Riddler's playing games.
Bet he tried to play along.
We can learn from his mistakes. Let's find out what he did wrong. Metal mesh lining the walls. Riddler has converted this entire place into a giant Faraday cage.
Faraday what?
An enclosure designed to block electromagnetic fields. No signals in or out.
Guess it explains why our phones aren't getting signals. Clever son of a bitch.
Prototype of the trap he used on Mori. The armor, extremely sturdy, ensuring there's no possible way to open them other than solving his riddles.
This is an insane way to commit crimes, even for this city.
Another one of Riddler's sick contraptions.
Some kind of murder box, I guess. Well, he was always a wacko, but this takes it to a new level.
А что, отменить нельзя?
Turn me round, but not the right way, and you might live to see another day.
What does it mean?
Won't budge. Must be locked in place. The glass. It's polarized.
So it is.
It's still warm. There must be some kind of heating element underneath.
This thing is built like an oven. You could be cooked alive in there.
Так, там у нас пальцев не достает, тут пол.
Take a look at this.
Huh. Well, that's the same kind of body cam the GCPD issues its officers.
Походу, это из твоего участка.
Can't hurt to look.
Because you've been so candid with me, I'm giving you a chance your other comrades won't get. A chance at getting out of this alive.
We'll catch you. The agency, they'll find...
I shouldn't have to remind you that you've been chasing me for years. And I've always been 2 steps ahead. If you win the game, I'll let you go free. And you'll get a consolation prize. An exclusive sneak peek into how I'm going to kill all of your colleagues. Now, how is that for motivation?
Screw you!
He had the agent bound while he beat him. More monkey statues.
I'm starting to sense a theme here. That's an agency issue pistol. That's a hell of a jolt.
I saw it take down Riddler's goons at the casino. It was impressive.
Gotta give it to Waller. Her people have great tech.
Scratches on the monitor. The polarizing filter has been tampered with.
Like in sunglasses.
Monitors typically have a polarizing filter to reduce reflection.
I don't see anything.
Impossible to see with the naked eye. We're going to have to look at it through a polarized lens.
Это в смысле окно вот этой будки, что ли?
Safes with electronic locks. Shut tight.
These must be the goal of whatever game we're playing.
Masks. Each one missing a different facial feature.
The senses. They're missing their senses.
Like the monkey statues.
You're right. There must be a connection.
Ну, скорее всего, тут просто какая-то одна правильная.
There are blades inside.
And a lot of blood. Huh. We know Riddler likes penalizing his victims for wrong answers.
Так, ладно, пальцы мы связываем вот с этими пальцами.
The agent must have been looking for the answer at one of these safes.
He chose the wrong one. Cost him his fingers.
На, эта херня у нас, получается, связана будет вот с этим.
If this door were closed, the portal would be looking right at those monitors. Since the monitors have been tampered with, it's likely there's a message on it. One that can only be seen with a polarized lens.
You won't know until you're inside the box, though.
Ну, я что-то хуй знаю.
I got a hunch. Come here. No matter how careful Riddler is, chances are good he hasn't scrubbed his own computer.
Good call. It's worth checking out.
I recognize some of the names on this list. They're all Waller's people. Names, addresses, phone numbers. We have to warn her.
First, we have to get out of here. Mori. He sold technology to Riddler.
I talk about strange bedfellows. You know, Waller's been keeping pretty tight tabs on Mori for a while now. She must have known.
What does it say?
Riddler's not working alone.
Just wonderful. More psychos to worry about.
He and his colleagues, they don't see eye to eye. Apparently, they don't like his beef with me.
Hey, maybe we'll get lucky and they'll kill each other.
Так, ну вроде как он действует не один. Ну что, я не знаю, наверное, надо пиздовать в будку.
One shoe melted.
Расплавился? Ну это значит с полом надо связывать. А, это у него носки расплавились, видимо, частично тоже.
The floor of the box heated up while the agent was inside. He tried standing on one foot to save the other, causing that shoe to catch on fire. When he exited the box, he tried to put the fire out, but couldn't. So he threw off his shoe.
You got a VR in that cowl or something?
Something like that. I've got all the pieces of Riddler's puzzle. Now I need to know what order they happened in.
Но я думаю, он его... смотри, он был связан, потом он его, скорее всего, в будку запер. Через будку он увидел на мониторах правильный символ. Отгадал эту загадку, ну, символом, наверное. Выбрался отсюда, скинул ботинок и потом пошел вскрывать сейф. Ему пальцы ебануло, и он сдох. Ну, блядь, не особо, конечно, прикольно.
He saw the message on the monitors and willingly put himself inside the murder box.
Думаю, вот это будет 3, как раз он оттуда вышел. Был нагрет пол.
The agent's shoe caught fire inside the murder box, so he opened it in a panic. As soon as he was out of the box, he ripped off the burning shoe and threw it. Somewhere in the confusion, he must have missed something crucial.
Ну, а потом уже, наверное, к сейфу пошел.
From where he lost a shoe, the agent beelined for the wall of safes. He opened one, but chose poorly. The blade slashed off his fingers. And there he met his end. Though it's still unclear how and when his eardrums could have burst. The agent made a number of mistakes.
Но тут же ведь закрытое помещение, звук громче должен быть.
Before he could get Riddler's next clue. Poor bastard couldn't withstand the heat.
The Batsuit's armor is heat resistant. It'll buy me more time to find Riddler's next clue. Getting inside the box and starting the game is the only way we're getting out of here.
This is insane. You know that, right? The last man who went in there is dead. There's a good chance it'll kill you too. It's dead.
Don't worry, Joe. I'm not going to lose this game.
I'm not so sure. But if you say a thing, you usually do it. He's rising, Batman.
Almost make out a message. One won't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he...
Так, подожди, один беды не видит, другой не скажет. Значит, не видит и не скажет. Значит, с ухом связано.
The monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. But which one is he referring to?
Whichever one it is, the correct safe will have a face with those senses removed.
Yeah, I'll check. Ah, damn it. It's still locked shut.
They should unlock when I open this door.
the hell?
А, это звуковые эти.
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
The riddle! Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
Бля, а что так можно было? Им похуй, они заново запускаются. Быстро открываем. Так. Один не видит, другой не скажет. Значит, это ухо. Не скажет. Ну а чё?
Damn. Oh, for the love of God, whatever's in that safe better be worth all this pain.
Ракета?
It's a homing missile.
What does it home in on?
Looking at its schematics now. A signal. A radio signal. A signal. That's...
Пластинка, что ли?
That's how he died. How who died?
That's how they'll all die.
Riddler.
Maury sold me missiles for all of my enemies. Everyone on my list gets one. Most won't even know what's coming. For a brief second, their dull existences will light up before going dark forever.
You sick son of a bitch.
I'm trying to get a handle on you, Batman. Partnering with Gordon is one thing. From what I remember of the old days, he's harmless enough.
We'll see about that when you're in cuffs.
But the agency, they're a natural enemy to people like you and me. You must be desperate if you're making friends with them. You must be really up against the ropes. To want that
Да я не буду тебя наслаждать ответами.
You're the one killing innocents, Riddler.
You think any of these agents are innocent? The agency uses people, Batman. Corrupts them, breaks their minds. I wasn't always like this.
Сотрудником, что ли, агентства был?
Oh, this is garbage. Yeah, Waller's a hard ass, sure, but she had nothing to do with why he's so messed up.
I didn't say Waller, did I? This goes way before her time. But I don't forget. That's the thing about having a mind like mine. You remember everything. Even the things you'd rather not.
I don't buy it for a second.
I don't give a damn what you think, Commissioner. I just wanted to see where the man who doesn't compromise actually draws his lines. But then, you already answered that for me, didn't you? When you offloaded my puzzle on your friend. Why don't you tell Gordon here what happened to Lucius Fox? Watch out, Commissioner. For all his preaching, Batman knows when to sacrifice a pawn to win the game. It was a smart move. Getting out of the way of the blast.
You shouldn't have said his name, Riddler. I'll make you pay for what happened to Lucius.
That must be the guilt talking. After all, the poor man's death is on you. Look at Gordon. He doesn't know what to make of any of it. Trust is hard-earned, yet easily lost, isn't it?
Come on now. Don't get your tights in a twist. I knew you weren't sharp enough to do it on purpose. There's no room at the top for schoolboys who are too squeamish to fight in the gutter. You don't have what it takes to be a player in this town. Not without giving up those values you hold so dear. Game on!
То есть он меня пытался сейчас разосрать, да?
She won't be happy when she finds out Riddler knows about every agency operative in Gotham.
I don't blame her. If they were my cops, no one would be sleeping till we found this Riddler guy.
Just keep your eyes open, Jim. In the meantime, I'll stay on Riddler's tail.
Hey, hold up a sec. What Riddler said in there about the agency, smoke and mirrors, you ask me. But the thing about Lucius Fox and the blast at Wayne Tower, you gotta level with me. You got some connection with that Wayne Tech guy you didn't tell me about?
Lucius Fox was an ally of mine. That got him killed.
I gotta say, the fact I had to learn about it from Riddler instead of you, it doesn't sit right with me at all.
А чё я тебе должен, блядь, нахуй на каждом шагу рассказывать о своих друзьях?
What do you expect me to do with this? Am I just supposed to sit on my hands? Pretend I never heard any of it?
You are your own man, Jim. You'll come to your own decision.
В какую сторону?
I wasn't born yesterday. I know you probably have a network of civilians working for you. You can't do the kinds of things you do without a gigantic support system. To hell with it. I never heard what I heard in there. All right?
Конечно, ты не слышал. Это только между нами. Ну чё еще, блядь?
I'm sorry for your loss.
Прям, блядь, как в этом, да, Волке в первой серии это было. Тоже стояли тут в переулке, курили, это тоже его отвлек, этот повернулся. Бэтмен говорит, что, говорит, ты не такой страшный, как о тебе все говорят. А, у него маленький колпак, что ли, поехал?
I heard your discussion with Commissioner Gordon. Now he knows that Lucius Fox and the Batman were allies. Gordon's dangerously close to figuring out who you are. If he does find out, I have no idea how he'll react.
You're right. Jim's a fine detective. It's no surprise he's getting close to the truth.
We'll have to be on our guard. You were radio silent for so long. Tell me, did you find out how Lucius died?
This is a missile I found in Riddler's workshop. The explosion at Wayne Tower. We were thinking about it all wrong. The puzzle wasn't an explosive. It was an emitter. When it was solved, it emitted a signal. You heard it earlier. If allowed to play too long, it becomes a launch signal.
Dear God! You did solve the box. We just didn't know it.
The Batcave scrambler blocked the signal.
Poor Lucius. Wayne Tower offered no such protections. Our tight little family has gotten smaller because of it. It was the three of us looking out for each other. Now it's two.
With Lucius gone, we need to find someone to take over his role.
Ну это про Тиффани, наверное, разговор идет.
But you're right. Between the Lady Arkham affair and losing Lucius in this gruesome fashion, it's clear we're up against a new class of criminal. This war of ours, it may be too much for us on our own. The list of agency operatives from Riddler's workshop. He plans to do the same thing to them.
It's a hit list. It's only useful if he has a way to target the agents, though. And I doubt he's sending them all puzzle boxes. Hold on, let's just walk through it. He's hacked their cell phones. he could pinpoint the location of any one of these operatives. And he can broadcast his signal through their phone to make them a target of a missile strike.
Can you block it?
If I can get a clean copy of the signal, yes. It's the only way I can get a clean version of the signal. It's pretty grim, Alfred. You don't have to watch.
I can handle it. I've never been one to shy away from duty, however unpleasant it may be.
You are a rock, Alfred. Always able to count on you, huh? Even in the toughest times.
The last thing I want to do is let you down.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce.
He knew he was going to die. Can you switch to audio only, please?
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more. Lucius, we really made a difference, didn't we? Batman?
Почему он Бэтменом-то назвал? Я еще тогда обратил внимание на это.
I shouldn't have watched this. I'll go get that tea, Master Bruce.
All right. Now I just need to create a filter to get a clean version of the signal. And then match up the points found in both sound files.
Dwayne. Tiffany. Batman? Tiffany. Tiffany. Tiffany.
That's a match.
Bruce. The disabling tower. Riddler Enterprises. Bruce. 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 Bruce.
The waveforms match. There. I've piggybacked onto Riddler's cell phone hack. They'll recognize any incoming signal match and shut down, negating a launch. Makes sense for me to have the signal on me as well.
What for?
Riddler still has functioning missiles. Once he finds out I've blocked his targets, he may decide to launch indiscriminately. But with the signal, I might be able to divert them. Tiffany gave me this the day Lucius died. Let's put it to good work. It's not a theory I really want to test.
So we had better find Riddler first. There is always Riddler's second in command. Eli Nabel, arrested after his attack on the casino. None of the authorities have gotten anything out of
О,
him yet.
я думаю, что я смогу вытянуть. У меня вроде бы неплохой опыт с этим. Ну, загадочник.
That John
А,
guy
нет.
from the funeral, from Arkham. Who actually sounds like he's keeping his word. Maury, huh?
А откуда он-то
John thinks
знает
that
про список
Maury can
жертв?
get us Riddler's location.
You believe him?
Maybe we should go back to the beginning. Bring Roomy Maury up on the back computer. Either of them could potentially lead me to him.
The question is, which is more likely to help you? Riddler's lieutenant.
Eli Nabel. Took a go at me in the casino. Put up quite a fight.
Cracking him will be tougher, more physical. Certainly a job for Batman. He's currently in Waller's custody in a GCPD holding cell. Interrogating Nabel there would be a visible endorsement of Waller's authority. Gordon won't like it. On the other hand...
Maury's a businessman. Given the right incentive, he could be persuaded to talk. He sure can't have any love for Riddler after his attempted murder at the casino.
I'd say he'd respond better to a more genteel approach, peer-to-peer as Bruce Wayne. However, the agency is watching him. If Waller finds out that Bruce Wayne sought a parley with Maury, she'll not be best pleased.
Да я думаю, я в роли Бэтмена пойду допрашивать. Это будет... Вообще, Уэйну как бы не надо светиться в этом деле.
I'll talk to Eli. It'll be nice to catch up. Tell Waller I'm on my way.
Тем более, если бы я хотел бы играть за Уэйна больше, чем за Бэтмена. Игра же Бэтмен. Как-то за него больше играть хочется, чем за Уэйна.
Oh, Batman. Gordon's in briefing the deputy ops. I'm sure I'd want to know you were here. Waller's agency people commandeered the whole precinct. Pretty much moved in. They give you any trouble, I'll straighten them out.
Да ты какой
Running around like they
молодец.
own the place. They got no respect for the way we do things.
You have Eli Nabel in custody. Take me to him.
Nabel's my prisoner, not hers.
Says who?
4 of my agents went missing, including Agent Avesta. I don't have time for a pissing contest.
Your agents are missing?
We believe Riddler took them. If the body you found in his workshop is anything to go by, we don't have much time. Riddler warned us the last time we nearly caught him in Sudan. Said he'd hit back if we got too close.
Sounds like you need my help.
If it gets my people back, then sure. Riddler's lieutenant hasn't given us a damn thing. I'm hoping you'll have better luck making...
Я думаю, я
That's
смогу.
why I'm here.
Come on, then.
Just remember, the commissioner likes things by the book.
Конечно же.
Gordon told me you talked to Riddler in the workshop. You say anything I should know?
Я думаю, полностью утаивать правду не совсем вариант. Про Люциуса я тоже не буду говорить. А вот чуть-чуть я им сдам его, скажу, что все-таки он на агентство грешит.
Riddler said he had a history with the agency. Claims your people broke him. Made him insane.
That maniac was insane long before he came on my radar.
He implied it was before your time.
He can tell me all about it after Nabel gives him up. You know, I saw what you did to Carmine Falcone last year. Dangling a 60-year-old man off a high-rise was certainly effective. You ask me, you could have gone further.
What's your point?
Use any means necessary. As long as you get Nabel to tell us where Riddler is. My agents' lives are at risk.
I'll get him to talk. My way, not yours.
I don't care how you do it, as long as it gets done. Meet your new interrogator, Eli. I believe you two have met before.
Может, камеру выключить? Так он запуганный.
Goddamn chair. Probably best to keep this off the record. Unless you prefer me to leave it on. If you're worried what Gordon might think.
Ага, чтобы он это видел. Да похуй.
I've got nothing to hide. From Gordon or anyone else.
Need anything else?
Нахуя я эту камеру включил?
You might hear some screaming in a minute. Pretend you can't.
Надо было все-таки выключить. И хуй на этого Гордона, пусть дальше залупается. У меня просто свои методы, которые действующие и работающие, в отличие от полиции.
Work with me, Eli. Maybe I can help you in return.
I'm so glad you're here.
Серьезно, что ли?
These people, they ain't cops. They ran the cops off. But I heard about you. You'll keep them, keep her from killing me. Riddler said you had rules against that. Against killing.
Time's running out, Eli, so don't test it.
Just get me out of here.
Talk, and I'll think about it.
I can't!
We don't have time for carrots, Batman. Only thing moving this mule is a big old stick. You get me?
If I wanted a partner in the room, Waller, I would have asked.
Fine. Just remember, we don't have time to waste.
Where is he, Eli?
I already said I can't tell you. And I said it 1,000,000 times to the guys before.
Ну, значит, пора тебя ебашить,
The only
походу.
thing I'm more scared of than dying is pissing him off. You've seen his machines. He can hurt you in ways they don't got names for.
The only one getting hurt tonight is you. Tell me where Riddler is.
You can't beat him. He can kill any one of us anytime
Да,
he
блядь.
wants.
Вопрос в другом.
All those agency guys are dead.
He's talking about the signal, Bruce. He has no idea you protected the agent's phones.
There's no one that can save me if I cross him.
Next, we start on the legs.
Hurting me does nothing. There's no getting away from him. He can be anywhere with his signal.
Bruce, his fear of Riddler is too great. You have to get in his head somehow.
There's nothing you can do, Batman.
Ахаха. Попробуем
We'll
так.
see about that.
Wait, is that signal? You're calling a missile right to us.
You got 90 seconds, Eli. Talk.
Batman, shut that thing off right now!
Заткнись там нахуй, блядь.
Insane! You'll kill us all. Turn that thing off or we all die.
You're gonna get us all killed!
Please. I'll tell you. Please, just make it stop. He's on a ship in Gotham Bay.
What ship?
The Lady of Dublin. The missiles are there too. It's where they're launched from. You're crazier than he is.
Oh, god damn.
The Lady of Dublin. Get back up and meet me there.
Batman. Gordon's still gonna be pissed you went around him. But I appreciate you holding back.
А этот способ даже интереснее был, чем пиздошить его долго. Слушай, уже почти 2 часа идет, забавно. Это оказывается дольше, чем прошлый.
Armed men on board. This must be it. Be careful, Bruce. Who knows what the Riddler has up his sleeve?
Вы прям, блядь, не палитесь. С любого бинокля, блядь, вас заметно будет.
I'm on board, Al.
Do you see Riddler?
You won't get away with this. What do you think's gonna happen?
I hear him. Need to get a better angle.
You'll see what's gonna happen. My friends, will be here soon. Then you'll see what this is all in aid of. You agency imbeciles really thought you could stand me. You and your boss walked.
Так, транспортный.
We found him.
Your interrogation of Riddler's man produced solid intelligence. No sight of the missiles yet, though.
They must be here somewhere.
Your agency has been on
Hostages.
They appear to be more of Waller's agents.
Agents of Vesta and Blake are likely among them, based on what Waller told us.
on your predecessors.
A good spot for cover.
A small part of my plan. What are you talking about? See what I mean soon, of course. They might be angry I brought you here, but when they understand why, they'll recognize my brilliance. After all, I am uniquely qualified to see the big picture. It's often a struggle making people see that. You think? I'm sure you can understand. I get it. Sometimes my methods, you brought this on yourselves. All of you. You government clods really thought you were smarter than me. It's clear you're in desperate need of some schooling. My friends will be here soon. I'd keep your mouths shut until then.
Hostages first. When they're safe, I can find the missiles. Targeting online now.
Ready, Bruce?
Let the hostages go, Riddler.
You can't possibly think clunking of you heads is enough to make me roll over. Oversized vermin!
Batman! Batman!
Agent of Vesta.
The floor, it's heating up! Thanks, Batman.
Да хорош обнимашки эти, надо... Вот-вот, я о чем и говорю.
Are you all right?
Блядь, все пиздец.
Oh God. Not
Неужели они пролезут?
He's wearing something that neutralizes the shock device.
I've memorized your playbook, Batman. I know all your shallow tricks. Poor Eli held out longer than I expected, but I knew he'd give me up eventually. All part of the plan.
The missiles.
Bait. Just like the hostages were bait. I knew you couldn't bear to let these agents die. You care too much about the little people. That makes you weak. I saw how you saved Maury. I saw how angry you got about what happened to Fox. Either your thinking or your brain has stopped working entirely. My partners were supposed to be here to see this. I guess I can just show them the bodies. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Get them wrong, one of these agents gets torn apart.
You won't get away with this.
You get them right, this happens! I designed this for you, Batman. Gotham's so-called hero will die knowing he couldn't save everyone. Let's get started. We have a lot to get through. I'm curious to see how you'll handle it all.
Да давай уж свой вопрос.
Well, I can't make you, of course. But people will die if you don't, including the agent next to you. You can handle the sonic blasts. But her... I estimate 3 blasts at most before her insides rupture. This one should be easy, Batman. Close to the heart. I solved a puzzle box for the Bat. Now I'm dead. And I mean dismembered. Closed casket for sure, kind of dead. Who am I?
If you know the answer, please say it. My colleagues will die.
Ну а хули толку ему угрожать?
Speak up, Batman.
Lucius.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Lucius Fox.
Very good, Batman. You saved a life. But...
Thank you.
Batman, don't answer any more of his questions.
No, Blake. I won't let you die.
Number 2. Also, completely self-evident. I am black and blue and bleeding from the ears. Who am I?
I think he means me. Say it.
Don't you dare answer that!
Please. Don't let him die.
Ладно, похуй, блядь.
The answer is Agent Avesta.
Поиграем в твою хуйню.
You got it, Batman! Ha! Here's your prize.
Oh my god. Iman! What have you done?
Enough, Riddler. You made your point.
Just one more, Batman. And then it'll all be over.
I'll distract him. Just get us out of here.
I'm the sharpest mind you'll ever meet. The original genius with Gotham at my feet. Who am I?
You're Riddler. Riddler's the genius.
Well done, Agent. You answered so quickly, you almost deserve not to get the blast.
И чё, кого?
I'll fire one of the missiles. Use the Batcam to make it target the cage.
А ее туда, да, засунем?
And use Riddler's trap to protect Iman and myself from the explosion.
I like what you're saying, Agent Avesta, but you're not the one I need to hear it from.
Missile armed, ready to fire.
Who's the genius, Batman? Who's on top of Gotham now? I want to hear it from you.
I am.
What are you doing? No! Impossible! You think you're clever, don't you?
Надо его прям наебашить вообще хорошо.
Who's the man who's got no time left?
The Riddler.
Thought you'd get such an easy one right.
Those missiles are aimed right at the city.
The answer is Batman. This can't be happening.
Пнуть мощный удар. Ударим его нахер. Ну я думаю, там как минимум перелом будет. А возможно даже летальный исход. Мы опять что ли под этим мостом плывем?
Iman.
Batman. Thank God. I didn't think we were going to make it. I thought.
You're reckless, Iman. You're lucky you're alive.
Да это вроде я поступал безрассудно.
Agent, are you okay?
My ears.
Она не слышит. Ну а чё ей говорит, она ничего не слышит и не понимает. Может хватит обнимашек, может надо вот с этим, блядь, разбираться.
It's over, Riddler.
А как он-то звук этот блокирует?
To a padded cell.
В смысле камера, блядь? В прошлый раз прутья были железные.
You managed even in my twisted game to keep everyone alive. But at what cost? Agent Investus suffered. So no one had to die. That can't sit well with you. Can it? Must be an uncomfortable feeling. Well, I wouldn't know what to say either. I made you hurt an innocent woman to get to me. Oh, my comrades would have been impressed.
Может, прутья?
I set this all up to show them. I thought they'd back me up, even if they didn't agree. They left me here to deal with you alone. They betrayed me. They didn't come. They were all so small-minded. None of them had vision. Unless that white-faced prick set me up. Never told them to meet me here.
Дроти какой-то, что ли?
They broke the pact.
The pact?
А ведь могли выстрелить и в меня.
Lock the ship down and radio for more medics. But Riddler, is he? Oh, God damn it. I hope it was worth it, Batman.
Worth it.
Riddler's a damn corpse. We got an agent bleeding from the years. We're not getting a shred of usable testimony out of Eli Nabel. Not after you beat him half to death in my custody. You went behind my back with Waller and buried the investigation in the process. This is beyond the goddamn pale.
А в чем проблема? Какой конечный результат? Проблемы нет. Все, нет человека, нет проблемы.
Thinking.
Stopping Riddler saved lives, Gordon. Everything I did was a means to an end.
Leaving me to clean up a lawsuit and a PR mess. The trust between us, it's gone.
Ну и пиздуй нахуй, блядь.
Our partnership is over. No more sharing evidence. No more squad car backup. The GCPD can't support you.
Ой, блядь, от вас толку-то, ёб твою мать, блядь. Толпа идиотов, блядь.
If this is the way you want it, fine. I don't have time for this.
And that's that. I just want to know how we got to such a messed up place.
You're supposed to be the one with the answers, Commissioner. Way I see it, Batman took initiative getting a confession from Nabel. You, on the other hand, Gordon, well, you've been 2 steps behind Riddler from the start.
That is not fair.
This mess here, that's on you. Batman's had his priorities straight, but you...
Now wait a damn minute.
Your stonewalling the agency has screwed us all. Consider it a kindness I don't just straight up get you demoted. Now leave us alone. We have sensitive case details to discuss.
You two deserve each other.
This city is about to find itself in a crisis the likes of which it's never known. Riddler had a crew. Not just any crew. The worst criminal minds from all over the world, here in Gotham. You come across anything about them? I'm assuming you've heard of them by now.
Ага, может быть, даже и стоит поделиться сейчас. Ну, я не стану ничем делиться, это откровенный, блядь, конфликт с ней. Джокера сдавать, да как-то смысла нету в этом.
Riddler expected his friends to back him up tonight. Guess he wasn't as popular as he thought.
That fits a theory we have. Evidence from his workshop suggests he was involved in a feud with another member of the group. Dr. Harleen Quinzel, former psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum. She's very elusive. Keeps her head down. Much more so than that show-off Riddler.
А еще...
He was going to be my way in once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line and knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne.
Да ладно, твой ёбаный пиздос, блядь. Ебать. Ну, блядь, мне понравилось, только вот это, конечно же, пальва, блядь. Ладно, я, короче, особо говорить ничего не буду, вдруг опять какие-нибудь авторские тут вылезут. В общем, всем покусики, подписывайтесь, комментируйте, пишите, все. Пока.